Whereas Yoru doesn't necessarily match up to that, but it's the information that he gives that kind of force the threat, the potential respect that you have to show to him. I mean, straight away, here he is, and this is what I mean by the threat that he can present. Starts out pretty big, boos in for a second as well. It's a good start for the side of Heretics.
Yeah, sending the clone all the way through connector as well. And that's a slow peek around the corner. By putting it into the wall like that, when you're defending against it, you see a shoulder coming around. It looks like someone's peeking you. That's a little bit less predictable that it's a clone as opposed to when it's just running out across the open up against you. And this spike should go down without much of a problem. Notice the Heretics have left keloqz in mid to be sort of a lurk control and a late reflank. That spike is planted for B-Link as well, so keloqz is going to be a very big threat, even on 15 HP deep in the round.
Still a lot that can be done here. It's the battle back in from Koi once again. They're used to being choked out by Heretics, as we saw back on the first map, but they've really started to warm back up into the second side of things. Good spread being held by Heretics, though. 3 different positions being held here, all waiting down and ready for this push to come in.
And Koi won't expect a player down long either, because there's alarm there. They're going all the way back into deep sight. Mixwell finds one before being quickly traded. And Wolfen being so low HP here, Kolda has to go and hunt down for something, or the clock is not going to go with them. Wolfen finds one, finds two! That is absurd, but keloqz with that ghost makes it happen at the end.
This is where he might spring out here and do a little bit of damage. Comes out with the one and baits out the flash, but nothing else really to come from it. Finds one at the back, but starxo finds Mixwell first. But it has made room for the rest of his team to push up short here, and now we're seeing the execute come through.
Still plenty of Killjoy utility on site, just trying to deny a plant. There's 3 players back CT ready to fight on out. A late flank from Wolfen too. As info goes down on sheydos' position backside, they're just trying to spam all the way through that wall. The nano swarms on the ground too. Somehow sheydos has danced around all of it throughout.
But doesn't dance away from the headshot coming in from keloqz. Side control once again in favor of Heretics here. It's been a good hold coming out from Koi. Burnt a lot of time away. And really got to keep an eye on Wolfen here and the damage that he can do. He's working his way forward. I'm not too sure that AvovA on the other side knows that he's coming either.
Still no spike plant. benjy's just waiting. Someone push through the smoke. It goes down. He sees it, but starxo finds... This teleport should end up landing right behind Pillar. That's where he goes to take this fight a little bit faster than you'd expect. It's almost like neon light with the timing you get running down long there. And,
makes use of the clone for the concuss to come out. Bounces off an easy kill at the back of it as well. All now being brought up by Wolfen, who just wants to get out of dodge. He's trying to find his man and will finally pull down Mixwell. 3 huge kills for him in the round. Has basically locked this one down for the side of Koi.
Yeah, maybe there could be something found with benjy's lurk up through mid, but first AvovA has to get on out of here. Just sprinting out of that B side. Now the Killjoy utility will have turned off with sheydos rotating over. It's actually a little bit suspect that starxo ends up being the site anchor over towards A. That util just not being online, so mid has been completely opened up. That's why starxo had to push forward into A main. benjy, you can see, very well aware that could be an opening.
Just waiting here.
We should know there's an alarm there.
Come back online. Now they know exactly what's going down, so this should be the response coming out from Koi. Still, not too worried about pushing in hyper aggressively here. Wolfen's on for an ace, by the way. Oh, AvovA just shuts him down at the very last hurdle. Plant will get stuck on the back of it, but this round, I think we can see which way it's going with 3 players still standing, unless AvovA can go massive, as we saw back on Fracture. At least temporarily, Heretics will have a really good run at things. No utilities to slow them down or stop them. They can march on in, but koldamenta's got a gun, and he's ready and waiting.
Trying to put down a star here, can get that grab well to go on through. He doesn't hear the players creeping on out just yet. Oh no, benjyfishy out on site. That was a full walkout. And with the wall there were no comms coming in. The op left out to dry. Heretics might have scrounged together an eco win. They're up numbers here and they have rifles. Even the op in AvovA's hands, who's fell back all the way onto long.
I was going to say massive round if they managed to pull this one off, and they're getting very close to doing it. starxo coming up behind. AvovA's ready, and he ain't letting him pass on that one. It's an easy shutdown. 2 left standing. It's players that were out towards me.
Heretics the team. Am I NDA'd? I don't know. Keep it secret.
You should see movement starting to happen here very shortly as those initial smokes start to expire.
Ooh, this teleport doesn't commit to it, flashing himself in. That is a wacky spot to go into. A little bit shallower than you'd expect. And yeah, you're going to get punished if you're getting held from B-Link. I think that TP, with the changes there, you have a little bit more area to play with, so you're not actually fighting backside. And with the Astra smoke they put down, you're not actually worried about getting fought from back CT.
Oh,
30
no.
seconds left.
Yeah, it's tough.
Benji heard the jet.
This is all right, though. With the turret down and having this position in back sight, I think they should be able to get the plant down. Art is the main concern for them, or this op creeping forward. But yeah, they have 1 star, I think 1 more star on top of that for a little bit of control here.
It's a good case of holding up the ground here on Benji as well, so letting his team backfill in the space that he's created, finds one for himself onto trexx. Suddenly he's another one of those rounds that starts to feel winnable. No ults online to play with, but clearly they're going for broke here. They feel they can do this.
Wolfen finds that first with the operator, and it's all down to Boo on site. my ears aren't what they used to be.
And apparently neither is my voice. Almost Mars said, out comes the over the top. Nightfall has landed down. I believe it's connected. TP in the back as well. Oh, but sheydos gets the spin. Mixwell put in an early grave here as well, and even through the deafening, the decaying, the everything that's going on inside of sight, Koi managed to hold firm here. A 4v3 coming out. Sure, the Killjoy's coming down on top, but it feels like Koi have got this one locked down.
Benji's got a couple of mollies to play with, though. They have to play off-site. What does Boo decide? Had the option to go for a late reflank, but there's not nearly enough time to make that one happen. Boo's been spotted out here, though. Him versus trexx. That could decide the round as Benji finds one more.
Keeps on going. He's just dropping utility here, bouncing it around. One more to find. It's just sheydos standing here as well and wants to find his man. He's on the hunt, and I really thought for a second Koi could secure this one, but Benji with 2 kills coming in from A main has done all that's required. Sure, sheydos to step across, try and bait it out. I love it. Wolfen's posted and ready. Smoke just about cancelling everything out. Sure enough. That's a bit aggressive, but it works out wonders. Wolfen completely blindsided. Here we go on the march on forward. It's not the first time we've seen Mixwell do this as well. He loves going aggressive down B-long.
Oh yeah, just going up into pillar, then flashing on past it, working on in. Koldamenta has to do something here, and actually will find the kill. The Grabwell on the ground opens up a kill to be traded back, so 4-on-4 on the retake now. Astro Divide is going to be tough, especially with keloqz playing inside this pocket.
Can he stay tucked? Oh, they know. This is so hard because you have to swing on that super tight angle to get him out if he was to hold there, but he knows that his goose has been cooked and it's time to get away.
No goose, but how about a little bit of wolf there coming around the corner. trexx, starxo find a couple. Both players force back long.
Uh-oh. Goodbye. Out comes the monster. That's enough.
All right, perfect. We
All right,
those.
almost in master. Mixwell's got the ult on side here as well. We've already spoke about this a few times, but intel gathering opportunity is absolutely huge. You can step out everything that's happening on side of sight. Not that he needs to worry too much about it just yet. Team actually opting by the looks of it to slowly back away and reconsider options. Probably more scared about the potential of a flank coming in, but Benji, he's got it on lockdown.
Those are fake footsteps, and that's exactly why the dog comes out. The flank has now realized, yeah, this is actually more of an A commit.
Cutting through.
But Wolfen, he's working his way through solid. He's got to respect Benji, of course, but well, it looks like they're getting ready for a hit here as well. Out comes
no, he's cooking.
Did he intend? I'm not sure that was fully intended, but lands himself in hot water and it's finished off. No questions asked.
No, he did. That's the normal teleport he goes for. And Koi, they're pushing on in here, and trexx is lying in wait. Only benjyfishy alive against 3, and nowhere really to go. Spike stuck out on site.
Can he swim upstream, or is he due for the fish market?
Much more passive angle here. This is the pathing Mixwell's taking, is around that right side. He goes for the swing.
That is such a killer, because Benji just got orb as well, was in a spot to make use of the lockdown, but taken offline.
And he did it because he saw the Astra Star get put on his feet. He said, now's my time to go. Someone's going to be here. He snatches the opportunity. That sends Heretics sprinting back towards the A side of the map, where keloqz was sort of left as an embed. But he hears a turret down there. There's a second op in the hands of sheydos. He's probably got a rifle on the ground next to him. Like, what do you do?
I didn't even clock that as well. That's
They're getting pre-ulted. What is going on?
They're just ready. And it's the right play because it's forcing Heretics now to get desperate. They're pushing in for the ult, but they're being slaughtered where they stand. 2 kills come through. They fall into the Koi trap. This looks to be an 8-4 coming out for Koi.
Koi are looking solid, and a really tough year for them. This would be the way to make that run go back. You look at over in Americas with a team like Crew, there are options here. It's why it's last chance. Qualifier, and it's why Heretics are absolutely shredding inside of Art.
Deleted them on the push through, and they had the right idea. They had all the information, just couldn't win the gunfights. Destroys. 2 left standing, they find 1, but Benji, well, someone's fed in this morning because he is popping in this round here.
An Astra pull, although it gets canceled out. TP into the side, there's 5 players ready to fight with only 25 seconds.
Can they force their way through? There's one of the very, very back shut down straight away. Mixwell taken offline. Heretics are good for 2 so far. Establishes some form of control, but Heretics have got a brilliant crossfire set up, so Koy are a bit stuck. Are they going to go for this, or are they just going to give up on it? That's a hard save, yeah. Wow,
That is rough.
Just stalled out a little bit too much there in the mid-round. Weren't quite sure where to commit to, and after they bailed away from B, just ran themselves
out. I think we'll eventually creep over and give him the option. No, I think that's pretty much stuck.
I mean, he still finds one. He's good for 1, but they find him through the clone off the back of it as well. Ults come out, and Koy exploding towards the site down B long here. They managed to get rid of Boo. It's a good start to clear out the site. The last 2 players of Heretics rotating over. But Koy, for, I don't want to say the first time, but close enough the first time, are in a spot where it feels like they're in control.
Oh, poor Benji. Get on out of there, buddy. The grab well zip that, you know, Mixwell. Renaissance era pies.
Renaissance. Okay. Child comes on through. Wolfen straight in the back as well, being tagged down by the Nano. In fact, both of them are eating him up. One on the stairs, one in the middle of side as well, and just walks from one straight into the next. Not really ideal here. Mixwell's in, feeding out the information. Just spray, and they still can't quite find their man. Benji getting finish off, but as well, but in comes the lockdown on the back of it too. Heretics really hard committing towards forcing this one through. They've got the numbers advantage. And Koy looking in a little bit of hot water here. Trexx ain't long for this world, I'm afraid.
He was just begging for someone to fight him, and it didn't come in until it was too late.
Wrong spot. Not going to have to find the man here.
No one can find this spike. Everyone was trying to spam.
Serious. Wolfen's in a good spot here as well. Dash enabled and ready and looking to make his way forwards. Valorant coming out from the backside though as well, so there's a bit of a pinch coming in they're going to be wary of. Wolfen strikes, so they make their way forwards, look for what they can. Benji's good for 1, but immediately has to drop back away. Pinned him for a second here, but deals with Trexx as he pushes round. Down goes the spike. Koldamenta finds one back on the other side, and now the plant is going down. Cosmic Divide comes over.
All eyes on sheydos going for the late flank around. Looks like Heretics have been stalled out. They're not pushing off the flash, and that gives the opportunity, and keloqz shuts it down.
Point blank range, up on top as well, looking for one more. keloqz is good for another. You know it means a lot. They're ready. Up.
Oh, he fell off! Plus ratio! Oh no, keloqz, now he's smoked off, but Mixwell is in the corner that he was playing, and he gets the kill with the peek. That was the clone corner. He hadn't shown this layer just yet. With a peek up above, keloqz is feeling it! It's broken, so it won't reveal much more. Maybe they think there's a few more players here. Spike is definitely... benjyfishy looking for a little bit of a prowl here. Money very good in the camp of Heretics.
Fishing a bit too much. Gets more than he bargained for. Out they come, the march on forward. Rounding their way through towards R here as well. They find the turret, but still looking for their man. Wolfen's been here 1,000,001 times, and this time around it works out. Out come the blades over the top. A lot of smoke down though. Can't really see too clearly. AvovA's going to find one, just dodging away from Wolfen's watchful eyes. And keloqz is ready in response to his in return to the other.
AvovA even finds the spam down. Wolfen has to go on a rampage here. All 3 players tucked over towards Secret. Kolda finds a couple. 2-on-2 now. The chance for the spike to be planted is here.
Down and out. Potential opportunity for a bit of spray to come through on the wall there from, I believe it's AvovA. Didn't manage to find it. A Cosmic Divide coming across now. This is a saucy one.
Oh, you can be knifed through that wall though.
Yeah, both sides looking a bit risky. They have no idea just how close they are, but they've got at least the idea. Poking their head through for at least a quick second here. Ready and waiting. Springing out at the same time.
But they almost have to show early B presence to force them off that angle. Otherwise, they rotate here later on. It's tough. keloqz is looking for his man, but can't quite find it. Out comes the as well from the K on the march on 4. Boo finds one. It's an immediate trade back on the other side. Smoke for now, at least impeding their process, but the march on 4 looks to continue. It's the KO getting nice and close, but everyone else is backed away. Yeah, they can't get past it. You know, one thing we didn't really talk about is just single smokes with the Astra on this map, but after the Pearl changes, just 1 smoke is all you need to hold down this choke. And, well, Koy can't really force on through that. You kind of need the jet updraft to get on top of Sign if you want to make that reliable.
Benji, hero moment. Potential, not quite. starxo with the shutdown onto him. Just a 1-for-1 in mid. And now they're wrapping in behind here, so taking a different angle, but still the same site being hit.
Oh, Mixwell can't find it. That could be brutal. 20 seconds left. Boo still up towards heaven. And with Mixwell falling backside, it all comes down to Boo. Sees Trexx around the corner.
won't be able to stop this going down either as well. He knows that he's being watched from a couple of different angles here. AvovA's on the underside, finds one. AvovA goes big with 2 and makes it a third!
The right shoulder of keloqz. This op really hasn't ever been in mid before.
You should run.
Yeah, they were thinking about it. Killjoy first planted down by the attackers, as you come to expect, and normally it's the other side that then has to respond.
I think they were really hoping,
though.
They were really hoping to draw the enemy Killjoy ult out. I think they didn't want to play post plant with the KJ, and that's why they're not committing, because it's not really a true fake. They are working into connector now, but a turret will interrupt them.
That's a big investment as well. If benjy's got work to do, finds one, almost found 2. Same as last time in mid though, it's a 1-for-1 down there for Mixwell to go huge and find 2. Finally traded out. Only 2 left for the side of Koi, it's looking precarious.
keloqz waiting here with the operator. Here's everything, and he don't miss. Comes in for another one.
If only.
It's a classic keloqz moment, but it's given an opportunity to sheydos.
Can he clutch up here? This could be huge. They lose this round, they're broke. It's going to be a rough last couple of rounds if Koi can't win this one. It's a lot of pressure on sheydos' shoulders. For now, moving away from each other. He suspects it coming out from spawn side, but no. Alleyway has been the play. They're up on high, or he's up on high, sorry. Now he knows where the play is coming from. Spotted out by the horn. Works in as well. Good spot here to trigger this one off. Might find him out. Toss away at just the wrong second as well. A couple of pixels away from that one.
One enemy
Oh, finds it through smoke. One less standing. AvovA's been huge so far. But can he win out on this one as well? Blue Pro's fake. AvovA finds.
Playing again. Teleport over onto B site as he commits into a heavy stack on A. He's going to use the ultimate to scout out A. He's going to see everything. 2 players, 3 players now spotted. Knows there's going to be a killjoy on the lurk someone.
He's being chased.
And if he manages to catch out this Sky, that'll be everything.
I'm back.
Out towards spawn side. And straight away.
Yeah, he's not going to take a chance. We're down to under 50 seconds now. Koi just about locked in to this A site. And if they take too much more time from Art, that's where problems are going to come in. Nightfall just to scout up into mid. But here's the thing, that's bought a little bit of protection. benjyfishy can go for an early lockdown in Art if he wants.
They can afford to invest the ult because they're the ones in control here. And in control they are. Wolfen the first one to fall. Holding back now, just waiting. Killjoy on top as well. So many ults coming out of this round that are just all working against them. But starxo gets in the back and goes nuclear. trexx one more. It's on to benjy. Seekers, players, everyone's coming. But benjy's still going.
sheydos has to protect koldamenta. Everything, there's no time. 5 seconds. It's winding away
right
from
now.
Heretics.
And they've not got the time. They are going to find the last man. He's long tucked away. Job's done. Heretics